What's going on with Harry Kane and Bayern Munich?
Hopefully nothing.
It would be a letdown.
I'd be really, really let down if he went to Bayern.
Well, it looks like he's staying, right?
I don't know.
The longer it goes.
Interested.
Wait, what, interested to leave?
Yeah,
You know why, don't you? He doesn't understand the new manager. Harry, I know you're a guy over there, mate.
Did you watch him on that one?
No, I didn't.
He's very good.
Is he good at it?
Yeah.
I got baited by a clip.
Oh, yeah.
I did see that one as well.
I just think,
He's a really nice
out of
guy.
all the teams he could go
really
to,
nice.
Harry Kane, why Bayern Munich?
Champions
Maybe
League, biggest club in Germany, one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe there's good golf courses in Germany.
Yeah.
Maybe that's another
Yeah,
reason.
but
I do think like
but he would
relocating
miss
his
out.
family as well.
It just there's a lot
he's
to
got a
it.
young
Also,
family.
I don't want to.
Premier League record.
I don't want to be that
record.
guy, but year in Germany before the Euros in where?
Germany.
What does that mean?
What's that mean?
Don't know, just acclimatise.
Oh, right.
Acclimatised to the same weather as England.
Yeah, exactly.
just climatise to the eventual semi-final loss.
Or we can understand the fans a bit better. You know, hanging around people in Germany.
Yeah, true. Okay, I hear
He's
you.
going to stay and he'll leave on a free to United next year.
No, he won't. If they get Hoyland,
I think if he stays, he'll sign a new contract.
If he stays for good.
Yeah.
Harry Kane is going to retire at Tottenham.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. If they win something.
Once if he retires at Tottenham and still has a court Shearer.
What if he wins?
No, he will.
Yeah, but
He will.
he might win the Euros and the World Cup though.
Exactly, yeah.
What? You think England are going to win the Euros and the World
Who's
Cup?
England?
You think England will win the Euros and the World Cup?
No,
If we
I
win
don't.
one, why not go back to back?
Yeah, you know what? With the under-21s cup, Bellingham and Arsenal.
There we go.
Yeah. Poor Harry Kane. He seems like a nice lad. Look, Newcastle are not over yet.
Is this true?
Apparently, there's loads of reports, and it's from like an Italian, big
but
Italian
the
source.
thing is, I saw Kvaratskhelia being linked to Newcastle like 2 months before the end of the season ended.
Yeah, well, we should say what we're talking about here because we just sort of quickly. So Newcastle have rumored to put an 82 million bid in for him.
Yeah.
82 million.
Yeah, and they've also apparently already said they're going to offer 85 if he gets rejected, so it's going to get rejected.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I never saw that. What?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's quite possibly the worst negotiation
yeah.
tactics I've ever heard in my
the
life.
one I
If
saw
you don't
was-
want 82,
Yeah.
we are going to give you 85, but
They're preparing. If he gets rejected, they're preparing an £85 million bid, so it's going to be an £85 million bid.
Do you find it so weird? Like, what's 3 million quid to like Napoli?
Oh, Napoli. I don't.
Do you know what I mean, though?
I mean, it's still £3 million quid.
I know you can pay for a lot of wages and whatnot, but
it's
the grand
also, it's
scheme of
also the
things-
principle of someone saying, I will pay 85 million, but here's 82. We'll go, well, no, I'll just wait for it.
Can Newcastle afford that with fair play?
No, so like that means there has to be outgoings.
and ASM could go Saudi, right?
That's where it gets dodgy because they're technically an affiliated club.
You mean you?
Well, no, they're
every
not
single club.
affiliated. They're
You mean
owned
you're
by the same owners.
Yeah, you mean you're selling a player
To yourself.
to a club that is also owned
but
by the
Ben,
same.
Wait,
Everyone else
can
is doing it.
Newcastle sell any players to any team in Saudi?
I think so. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think there's a rule on it.
barring the 4 that you own, that's legal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
no,
anyway.
like, no way.
Yeah, he's fucked up.
The thing is, I don't want ASM gone anyways. That'll be a massive
not
disappointment.
everyone. You just said everyone else is doing it. No, they're not.
But
Yeah.
everyone's going.
No, they're not.
Well,
Chelsea
Chelsea,
are.
yeah.
Chelsea. No, they're not owned by. They're not.
No, I mean everyone else is selling and rinsing Saudi for money. At
Yeah,
the
no,
moment.
but they're
So
not
why can't
selling
we?
to themselves.
I don't think
but
they're- I
everyone
don't
else
think
is
they're
still
rinsing
getting
Saudi for
ridiculous
money either.
Like 40 million for Fabinho.
Yeah, but Liverpool aren't owned by the same
I know, but it's like
owners.
if they get
the club they're selling to.
If
still get
Jordan
tons of money.
Henderson goes to Saudi Arabia, football's finished.
We've got a big problem, by the way, because if we keep a blind eye to all these transfers in Saudi, there won't be any Premier League players left by next season. Mahrez is going as well.
Is he going?
Yeah, Al Ali.
Jesus.
Al Ali? AHLI. Yeah, Al Ali.
He won his fight. GG.
He did win his fight.
Wait, is Hendo actually going as well?
yeah, 10 million.
GG.
He'll be on like 700k a week. I think it was
700 down the way.
I respect it.
mental. That's the giant Steven Gerrard.
Collect your bag, bro.
Yeah,
Is it the same team?
I think so. Yeah.
LT.
El Etiquette.
yeah.
Yo, that clip of Stevie G doing training has got me so...
No communication.
Yeah, and then they do it, and then he stops and he's like, go back.
I respect, man. I'm going to tune in. Get on fucking YouTube TV or something.
So just to get this straight, as the only Newcastle correspondent we have available to us,
Yes.
I'm giving him more
I'm a
credit than he
correspondent,
deserves.
yeah. I like
No Harvey Barnes then? Is that you're going for Kvaratskhelia instead?
I'm trying not to fall into like the Newcastle fan group at the moment who are like, why aren't we doing
Because
any
they all
business?
hate
Let's stay patient. No. I'm trying to stay patient. But it is getting to the point
No,
where
I just lost my password.
it's getting to the point where it's like, oh lads, let's not take the piss because like we went 2-0 down to Gateshead and
Wait, what?
Fake, that's fake Newcastle.
I lost to Gates.
no, we
You
won
basically
3-2.
lost the Newcastle
And
D
admittedly,
team.
we had reserves and we had like 7 defenders on and target.
Gateshead.
Yeah, we went 2-0 down. It's all right.
Are they like Farnham's League?
Wait, please tell me Tenali's debut wasn't against.
No, it wasn't.
Wait.
Admit, he would have been here. I swear it was pouring down. And Tonali was there, and he would be like,
that is so funny, by the way. Tonight they've gone right. Pre-season friendly games, boys. We're travelling across the bridge. Tonali's going. What the fuck is this?
Oh, God, to be fair, we are going to America, to be fair. But no, we need players, and it's like pretty, like Howell's saying, we need reinforcements quick, and we're just not putting bids in. Like we want Barnes, but we've just
I'm confused by this because the whole point of doing good business is doing it at the start of the summer so you can
Yeah.
train. And Newcastle, notoriously under the new ownership and Eddie Howe, have done good business. So I think actually you're effed and you're not going to do any business.
Well, you know the big problem.
We just won't sell anyone. No one
the big
wants
problem
us.
is your owners are concentrating on buying everyone for the Saudi league. So they've forgotten about the English club.
Have you ever thought about the fact that they use Newcastle as a distraction?
Nah.
And actually, you're going to be fucked.
Nah, well, they wanted to buy teams from like the other Europe's top 5 leagues now because apparently
It's
that's
gotta
allowed
stop.
with the UEFA. Yeah,
It's
I don't
gotta
like
stop,
that.
man.
I want to be the main
They're
focus.
playing football risk.
Yeah.
They're just like
Football
buying,
risk, yeah.
buying
With zero risk.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, who's gonna back chat?
Now, but the issue is we need to sell, and no one wants to buy our players because they're all shit. Like, who wants to buy Hendricks?
I'll
realistically?
go for 200k a week to Saudi.
The problem
It's not
is
going to benefit Newcastle, is it?
the problem is at the start of this whole like Saudi takes over the world kind of vibe is that Jacob Murphy and co were like worth 20 million. But now Benzema and Mahrez and Kante and all these amazing players are linked. Nobody wants Jacob Murphy.
I don't want Jacob Murphy to leave.
Oh, who was the one that was linked then?
We need Fraser out. Hayden needs to go. Hendricks needs to go. There's so many players from like the Brucey era.
Whoever was linked to the start and everyone's going, all right, we'll send them off. That's fine. But now because they've spent so much money on good players, the shit players aren't worth anything now.
No, they can shoot higher, can't
Yeah.
they? So it's sad times.
Such sad
my
times
heart
being in
bleeds.
Newcastle.
Yeah,
man.
cheers.
Such a sad time, honestly. That is just so sad.
Oh, it's better than the Steve Bruce era anyway. If you're moaning about who you're going to get out of Harvey Barnes and Kvaratskhelia, then I think
True.
times have changed.
Who's the worst manager Newcastle have ever had?
Steve Bruce comes to mind, but like we've had so many. But like,
Is that because you only started supporting Newcastle like 3 years ago?
I was Sunderland fan till the takeover.
What Middlesbrough? Aren't you closer to them?
You're a Quidditch fan anyway. You're from Durham.
Are you not Durham FC?
I'm not from Durham. I'm not that posh. I'm not
Gryffindor.
out there. Now, Steve Bruce. And what would you say for Arsenal or West Brom? Must be Steve Bruce as well. To be fair.
Nah, we didn't have him in the
Arsenal
Prem.
was probably when Freddie Lindbergh was interim. Actually, he did all right, to be fair.
In terms of worst football I've watched,
The manager.
yeah, but under
right.
the manager, probably Emery.
But he weren't even that bad.
No, he wasn't bad, but we didn't play exciting.
Joe Kinnear. Can you not remember Joe Kinnear?
Yeah.
He wanted us to sign Ferguson, I think it was, from like a League 2 team, and he didn't realise he was on loan from Newcastle. Yeah.
Remember he had that rant in the press room.
Yeah.
I think
I've only ever known Arsene Wenger.
we've got a few.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd go probably Pepe Mel or Alan Irvine or Tony Pulis. Jesus.
Nah.
Yeah, but that's because the style of football, right?
I mean, yeah, Pulis did all right for a year or two, but he basically got us relegated, then dipped before we officially got relegated, just to protect his record of never being relegated.
What about Prem
I heard
history?
he left the club going,
What about like in Prem history? Who were the worst?
The worst manager in Prem history.
Yeah, like
It's gotta
the
be-
De Boer.
Yeah, De Boer,
yeah,
surely.
that was poor. Did
But
he
saying
manage
that,
anyone afterwards?
When it only like, how many games was it?
7?
Yeah, I think that's harsh.
Yeah, for me, a worst manager is someone who stuck around and like just destroyed a club single-handedly.
Nathan Jones. Considering he's the best manager of all time.
Do you listen to the Lampard interview with
Not yet, no.
Stephen Bartlett?
No.
No.
Not
Really
yet.
interesting. He's very honest about everything that went on at Chelsea and everything.
Well, we'll have to.
He basically just said, like, I went in, obviously, like accepting the challenge and thinking I can turn this around. But
which time?
The interim, the second time.
Okay, second time.
And when he got in there, he was like, "Oh shit! There's just too many players. You can't because when you've got a squad of 32 players, it's like 16 players are not even in the squad. So that's 16 players who are constantly pissed off, who ruin the whole atmosphere.
It's like adult nursery.
Yeah, because you know what they say, though, don't you?
I don't know. Go on.
One
Please stop.
good bug.
Here's the lonely.
No. What's the saying? It's like one
One
bad apple
ruins
the entire apple, but one good apple over time creates more good apples.
Did Stephen Bartlett say that?
Jesus.
No, they said it in a much better way.
Christ. Did you have an aneurysm while you were saying that?
The point's still valid.
No, it doesn't make any sense.